Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Today I want to talk about V and some recent gay moments that have been trending, but also what V's thoughts are on dating and that sort of thing. I also want to get into Jackson Wang being in the news for a recent dating rumor with Yuqi, and if you don't know what happened, let me explain. So hater or not, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on, grab your dumpling, tea spilling mug merch, and let's get into it. Jackson and Yuqi were definitely both people I didn't know knew each other. Although Jackson was my original bias before BTS, I kind of didn't keep up with him as time went on and BTS kind of took over. I like the fact that his story was interesting. First off, he's very handsome and he is Chinese, which means a lot to me. But also his story has always been him trying to find his place in the world and the kind of struggle with knowing what he wanted to do when he was younger, and I relate to that. But anyway, I was definitely shocked to see him in the news recently for a dating thing, but I was kind of hoping it was real. Jackson deserves to be dating someone he likes, and if you're dating an idol, chances are the idol really likes you because one, they have so many people to choose from, but two, they're literally risking their career to be with you, so that's real love right there. However, if you don't know, Yuqi is from the group G-I-DLE, and this entirely blew up and originated from Weibo. This is a Chinese social media app, and Jackson, his stories will originate from Chinese social media, as China takes a lot of pride in Jackson's success, and Jackson very happily represents China all the time. He makes sure to say that he is Jackson from China. It was seen on Weibo that Yuqi was spotted visiting Jackson's home and allegedly carrying roses. It's paparazzi photos, and you mainly just see either idol coming in and out of a black van. Yuqi is apparently currently in Beijing, so that adds to the rumors too. I don't know what user or news site broke the story or really believed it was true, but it was interesting to see how something blows up and it still didn't really have any merit on its own. Where is the actual proof that they're dating? And really the main thing that bothers me is how does everyone just know where Jackson's home is? So either these netizens on Weibo know and camp outside Jackson's home, and then you see Yuqi walk in, or do these news reporters know Jackson's home and just camp outside to see Yuqi walk in? Either way, this is bad, and I highly doubt Jackson's home would be public information for people to just stalk. So right there, it already kind of debunks the rumor. How do we know that that's Jackson's home? Because I highly doubt someone as famous as him wouldn't have some sort of way to get home without being followed, so their real home is never actually public. Although to be fair, China's stalking laws are apparently not too harsh. They're very lenient, if you will, or so I read online. There's other theories of the fact that if Yuqi and Jackson did meet up, there was even this idea that they were working on a project together. And this actually makes a lot more sense to me, because if they were working together on a project, that would explain in all these videos why they're around their staff and team. If they were dating, they'd likely try to hide it and be more subtle about it. And when you're traveling in a big all blacked out van, or like a crowd of 10 people come out of the van, this is not easy to hide and will alert attention. So likely if they were on a date or something of that sort, they would be a lot more subtle about it. But I think we can possibly expect new music, maybe. That would be cool. I cannot wait for that. I feel like everyone is going to be dropping new music this year, and I think we as K-pop stans are going to be really happy about what is to come. And I kind of feel like K-pop has been kind of dry, so this will definitely be good for the industry to have a lot of new art from these big artists. ARMYs are very excited to see what BTS will put out in the new years, and they're very excited to see what BTS has planned. The members have all been a bit more active on Instagram and really sharing their journey. Every now and then we will see BTS do something that the fandom will call gay. In fact, if you don't believe me, simply look up each member of BTS and write the word gay next to them, and you'll see tweets and theories with thousands of shares talking about theories and why they believe a certain member is gay. And even if you don't think they are, I hope you can support them if they ever come out and say that they are. I wouldn't care if they were or not. But it seems like a lot of people definitely do care and hate that. Tang has talked about for a long time that in an alternate life, he would go be a farmer and have kids and a family. He talked about what he would do after leaving BTS and what his life would be like, and has several times even talked about wanting kids. It's interesting that some people in the fandom get so mad at Tang dating and all that when Tang has very openly talked about wanting kids and wanting a family. How do you think he can do that if he doesn't date? It's very obvious he wants to, he just can't do it right now because what type of relationship would that be, given he leaves for a world tour for a full year at a time? But I think it was in my head, and maybe many others, that if he ever actually does date, he would leave the group to pursue that relationship full time. People have many theories online that Tang is actually gay, and I think these theories are funny, so I wanted to share. Keep in mind, they are just theories. Just like there's the theories that they are straight, I always try to put out the opposite theories because it opens people's minds to this idea, and hopefully if it is true, then people won't get mad about it. There was a theory more recently where Tang posted a IG story for about 3 minutes before he deleted it. And this was very crazy to the internet because they matched that with what Jungkook had posted ages ago as a selfie. As you know, Taeyang and Jungkook dating rumors have existed for years, and people think that this was Taeyang's way of saying that the two are dating. It is just a silly theory because they're just doing a hand gesture, but Taeyang ultimately deleting the story adds to the theory. There was another viral video that went crazy. This was an earlier video where BTS was on stage doing their thing, and Taeyang backing up that dump truck over to J-Hope. And when J-Hope saw this, he did the same motion, only it appeared like J-Hope was doing something not PG-13 towards Taeyang. People were saying that this was super gay and thought this was so funny, because what had probably just happened was that J-Hope just saw Taeyang being silly and just copied the movement. When you're performing, you're doing a lot. There's so much going on. You're trying to focus on singing, on the audience, and my theory is that when a singer like J-Hope is trying to focus on all that and making sure they're giving a good performance, and then you notice one of your bandmates dancing and moving along, you're thinking, oh, I need to move too, because it'll be weird if you didn't and you didn't keep the energy. So obviously J-Hope did the same motion. And I'm sure this was mostly just a funny joke and people got it and they understood, but it was funny nonetheless, and I just wanted to explain it. There was another theory that was surfacing again as well. It was Taeyang in the bedroom. He was playing with Yeontan, and it was a very cute moment. Taeyang put what appeared to be a snack in his mouth and fed it to Yeontan. Yeontan is a boy, so go figure with the rumors. But also people thought that this was gross because he was kissing his dog. It's not something I would personally do, like kiss a dog on their mouth, but people do it. It's totally fine. And it's not unheard of. This isn't even really what made the moment quote-unquote gay. When BTS, especially Taeyang, when they wear anything, it becomes the talk of the town. People buy it and it sells out within like 5 seconds. People were looking up this Louis Vuitton shirt that he was wearing, which first of all, I wouldn't have even looked. I know I can't afford it. I wouldn't be able to buy it. If it costs more than like 50 bucks, I'm out. But people found the shirt. It's $675, by the way. And they noticed that the shirt was associated with Pride. So first off, the colors are Pride colors, and then the fact that Taeyang was wearing it could have meant that he was coming out or showing pride to his orientation. However, he is the ambassador of Louis Vuitton, which meaning he will likely just wear whatever they send him. He has nothing against LGBTs, so if he finds out it means that, he would still wear it, and if he doesn't know it, it doesn't matter because it's not a message he wouldn't support anyway. I personally think he didn't know. He just thought it was a shirt that was fun, and it looks like he is wearing it as PJs. So it was probably the more comfortable shirts that LV had sent him. It's very interesting that we all think that the artist knows everything, but these designer shirts or designer products are not just regular products, they're art. It's meant to be a statement piece or something you wear for art. So there's many different interpretations, and the LV shirt doesn't actually even specify on the site that it's LGBT themed. So I don't think Taeyang was wearing it to make a gay statement. It could literally mean something else to him. Let me know what you think, and if you want to see more K-pop reaction videos, go to my Patreon, link below. I can't post them here due to copyright, but you can get all sorts of reaction videos and requests. It's a great way to support the channel even more if you would like to. Thank you so much for this lovely comment right here. I love you so much. There will be some videos that will pop up on screen, and I will see you over there. Bye.